It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Kuching, Sarawak. Thank you for joining us today, whether you are here in person or participating online. I hope everyone here have a pleasant journey to Kuching, probably yesterday or a day before that. Yeah? As mentioned by our MC just now, these seniors advancing smart instrumentation and measurement for sustainable, resilient, and intelligent system remind us that research is not just about creating new technologies. It is about developing practical solutions that improve life and also address real-world challenges in healthcare, energy, manufacturing, sustainability, and many other fields. As researchers, we all know that experiments do not always go as planned. Sometimes it works, sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes the results are exciting, sometimes they are unexpected. And sometimes they become the motivation for us for the next research paper. Over the next 2 days, we will share ideas, exchange knowledge, and learn from one another. Every paper presented here represents weeks, months, or even years of hard work and dedication. So congratulations to all of you for successfully completing the peer review process. We also thank our reviewer. They will also ask for your minor revision that somehow become several pages of comments, which is doesn't make sense, right? But I believe that their feedback has helped improve the quality of the excellent research that will be shared throughout this conference. As you know, knowledge becomes more valuable when it is shared. Every presentation, every discussion, and every conversation during a coffee break has the potential to inspire a new idea, a new collaboration, or lead to the next research breakthrough. So I encourage everyone to participate actively, ask questions, and make new connections during this conference. You might not know, maybe your next research collaborator might be sitting just beside you, right? Besides that, while you are here, I hope you will also take some time to experience Kuching and the unique culture of Sarawak. If this is your first visit, don't worry, even though the city name Kuching, which means cat, but I promise you will be chased by cats everywhere you go. And of course, don't miss the opportunity to enjoy our local gastronomy as well, from laksa Sarawak, kolok mee, midi, umai, and fresh seafood. I believe there must be something for everyone. Just one piece of advice, don't ask which one is the best. We have been happily debating for years about that. Right? I think everyone might have one favorite when you come back, go back to your hometown. Finally, I would like to thank our keynote speaker, presenter, reviewer, volunteers, and every member of the organizing committee for your dedication and commitment in making ICSIMA 2026 possible. Once again, welcome to ICSIMA 2026. I wish you all inspiring, productive, and enjoyable conference. Welcome to Kuching, welcome to Sarawak, and let us officially begin ICSIMA 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Associate Professor Dr. Anissa Jamali, for your inspiring remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another warm round of applause. We will now proceed to our first keynote section. To conduct the keynote section, may I invite Associate Professor Dr. Hasmah Mansur, Session Chair, to take over the proceedings. Dr. Hasmah, the floor is yours. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning. Distinguished guests, respected speaker, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our first keynote speaker for this morning. Our keynote speaker is Mr. Alvin Chai, the Managing Director of Drones Kaki Sarawak. He is a distinguished professional in the field of drone technology with extensive experience in advancing the adoption and application of unmanned aerial vehicles systems in various industries in Malaysia. Mr. Alvin Chai was graduated from the University of Canterbury, New Zealand in 1998. He worked in various companies in New Zealand, Hong Kong, Singapore, Canada, and Malaysia. Today, Mr. Alvin Chai will deliver a keynote address entitled Drone Technology in Malaysia, Industry Journey, Current Applications, and Future Opportunities. In this presentation, Mr. Alvin will share the journey of Drones Kaki, tracing its development from early stage operation into an established player within the drone ecosystem, particularly in Sarawak and broader Malaysia. I am confident that his wealth of industry experience and practical perspective will provide us with valuable knowledge and inspire meaningful discussion throughout the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. Alvin Chai. Mr. Alvin Chai, please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Alvin. So I'm the Managing Director of Drones Kaki Sarawak in Sarawak. I'm just going to go through my slides, and I know you're allowed to ask questions during the end. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to answer as much as I can. Okay? So I think that's it. So just a very quick introduction about our company. So Drones Kaki was established in 2017. Currently, we are the largest DJI authorized dealer in Malaysia. So I believe everyone heard about DJI, right? So basically, DJI is the drone manufacturer. I think they 70% of the drone market is dominated by DJI. So we are basically the Malaysia dealer. So basically, we do a lot of the drones training, from enterprise drones to agriculture drones, academy training, things like that. And I think we have about 20 stores nationwide, and then we have 2 in Thailand and then 1 in China. Okay? Just a very quick introduction of us. Next one. So, it's covering it, so never mind. So this is Drones Kaki Sarawak. So basically, I manage Drones the Sarawak branch here, and my partner they manage the West Malaysia side. So Drones Kaki Sarawak here was established in 2022. So basically, before I started Drones Kaki, I was actually in the aero mapping GIS background. So we've been doing that for many years, and a lot of drones that we use are DJI. So this opportunity came up for us to actually be the authorized dealer for DJI in Sarawak, and we took the opportunity. So our background is in GIS, aero mapping, LiDAR, all kind of stuff. So right now we have a few branches in offices in Sarawak. So we have Drones Kaki Sarawak, Miri. We just set up Thailand last year, and we also run DJI Agriculture Sarawak, DJI Academy Sarawak also. We also the authorized learning center for Sarawak, and we also have Intouch 360, and recently we just added Bamboo Lab 3D printers to our portfolio as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So our aim for Drone Saki Sarawak is basically to build a drone ecosystem in Sarawak. So how do you do that? Basically, of course, we have DJI Enterprise. So DJI Enterprise drones are the drones that you use for commercial work, aero mapping, inspection, survey, all those kind of stuff. All those drones are considered enterprise drones. The drones that you see that a lot of people use for taking selfie, flying around, taking videos and photos, those drones are considered consumer drones. So those are the hobby, recreational drones that consumer buys. Our focus are mainly on the enterprise drones. So enterprise drones, we actually use it for commercial work. Commercial work such as like I mentioned, aero mapping, survey, inspection, monitoring, stuff like that. Next is DJI Agriculture. So we took in DJI Agriculture as well. So basically, DJI Agriculture, what we do is we supply drones, big drones for spraying, all those kind of things in Sarawak. And agriculture is actually something that's really big, starting to grow here in Sarawak. So we are fortunate that we are one of the key players that bring the technology for the Sarawak agriculture. As well, we have a service center. So Gracie Service Center, all the DJI drones that's within Malaysia, but we service mainly in Sarawak. So if you customers have any warranty, maintenance, repair they need, they bring the drones to us and then we'll service the customer. And next we have Academy. So we run DJI Academy as well. So a lot of times that when a customer, especially enterprise and agricultural customers that buy the drones, they do not know how to operate it because it's not like the normal consumer drones. So we set up a DJI Academy to help brands or companies, corporation, they want to get certified as a pilot and learn how to operate the drones competently. As well, last year we started doing CM, RCOCB training as well. So we're one of the players here in Sarawak that provide the CM pilot competency training as well. And of course, we do consultancy, and we right now we have 2 main branches in Sarawak, which is Kuching and Miri. So this is basically our way to build the local drone ecosystem in Sarawak here. So our main goal is not to open a store, sell drones, and that's it. We want to build a ecosystem that we cover drone, we cover after sales support, we cover training, and all those things. So basically, we're slowly building an ecosystem in Sarawak here for our customers. So why drones are matter in Malaysia, especially in Sarawak here? We have a very big agriculture land. So we have a big forest, banana, oil palm, pineapple. A lot of these areas here are not as developed as West Malaysia. And right now, customers are starting, plantation owners are starting to realize that it has such a big vast of land, especially in the oil palm industry. Right now, they're having difficulties doing fertilizing, right? Fertilizing and spraying, things like that. So they're starting to adopt drone technology in this area. Next, we have a very large rural area in Sarawak as well. So basically, when we talk about rural area, we have a thing. The biggest problem is logistic. Getting things from one place to another. So logistics is one of the big things, and we actually need faster logistic and connectivity here in rural Sarawak here. So there's plans and ideas of doing drone delivery to rural area, which is it's not something that's new. A lot of countries are already doing it, but in Sarawak here, which actually in Malaysia, there's no really a push to get it done yet. And so there's a big opportunity in that space. in logistic drone logistic. Next, we have productivity. Of course, drones can reduce fuel exposure. We can collect data much faster, and drones workflow will be scalable, so we can make it as big as we want. And of course, digitization. So digitization is something that's really starting to pick up in the recent years, especially in the telco, utilities industry. So last time when we worked with utility companies, we will have to go on site, take pictures, and inspect the site and things like that. But right now, we build digital twin of the substation, of the tower, of the telco tower. So anyone can access that digital twin anytime. So there's a big opportunity there as well in the drone space. Next, so where drones are already creating value currently. I believe a lot of you guys know about this. So number one, of course, agriculture. Agriculture in West Malaysia has been, I think, it's 3-4 years faster compared to Sarawak here. Sarawak now is slowly picking up. A lot of plantation owners are starting to realize that drone technology can help them a lot in the agriculture field. The next one, of course, is survey and mapping. I think the biggest user in drone users in Sarawak are actually the aerial mapping survey industry. We have received a recent spike of a lot of companies. Last time, it used to be survey companies, drone service company that provide all the services. But in the past 2 years, a lot of the private companies like engineering firm, consulting firm, they're actually establishing their own drone team. So a lot of these companies starting to adopt drone technology themselves instead of asking someone to do the job for them. We see a lot of spike in that industry as well. And the biggest industry that uses drone here is survey in Sarawak. Next, of course, we have the construction and infrastructure. We use it for stockpile volume calculation. We use it for tracking progress. And oil and gas, they are the one that have been using quite a lot of drone technology as well, the oil and gas industry, for asset inspection and stuff like that. Of course, public safety. Public safety uses quite a bit of drone as well, especially in the West Malaysia side. East Malaysia, not yet, but I think the budget costs come from federal, right? So Sarawak don't get any money for that yet. But we actually involved in quite a bit of search and rescue ourselves. When there's a urgency, there's something search and rescue that the Coast Guard or the Maritime or the PRDM, they need assistance, they will contact us because we deploy our team to assist with the search and rescue and things like that. Environment, we do quite a bit of environment as well. It's actually actual footage of a dugong project we did in Tanjung Manis there with Sarawak Forestry. So basically, we use drones to fly out to the sea and to capture dugong in the natural habitat. I think they want to do it for sensors and things like that. Of course, we have both industrial sites. We use it for perimeter surveillance, remote monitoring, and dock operation. And lastly, which is a more common one, media and events, we use drones. So these are 3 short video clips of what drone technology is drone is currently using. I think the most the one that maybe not a lot of people have seen is the facade cleaning. So So this drone facade cleaning is something very new in Malaysia here. We did this one for the Sarawak Museum, and it actually went viral. So we were very surprised. I think right now it went all viral from whole Malaysia, because I think we were surprised about this particular video also. So drone, a lot of people know drone uses people use drones for taking photo, video. That's the most basic function. But actually, we use it for facade cleaning as well. Yeah. And it's something that is safe. It can reach heights that human cannot reach, and it's quick and efficient. So we don't have to spend 1 day, 2 days building scaffolding. We can just mop, go out to site and start cleaning the facade. Yeah. So the next one is agriculture drone. So this one is most probably a lot of people have seen. But right now, agriculture drone compared to a few years ago is big difference in terms of technology. Now all of the drones are equipped with LiDAR. They can sense, do real-time sensing. They can detect thin wires. They can follow terrain very, very nicely. And the spraying is very powerful. We can spray up to 40 liters per minute. So the technology advancement has been very high compared to a few years ago. Yeah. And the last one is the dock. So this one is something that is picking up quite a lot here in Sarawak as well. A lot of interest. A lot of people are beginning interest about using dock. We have our recent one was we installed dock at the Bitulu port. We also have it installed in some oil and gas company in Miri. And we have the next project coming up, which is working with Star Energy, installing dock at one of the dam. So right now, dock is playing a big role. I think in the future, a lot of companies, corporations will start adopting dock in the sites and places like that, because it makes much more sense. I'll go through dock a bit. Yeah, thanks. So this is a quick case study of how in agriculture of drone, and how we go from mapping to action. So a lot of people think that when we do agriculture spraying, we just bring the drones to the plantation, to the field, and we just fly the drone and we just spray. It's not as straightforward as that. Different crops uses different chemicals, and the dosage, how many liters per acre, all this needs to be calculated, and then also the droplet size. How high you're going to fly the drone, and how much spraying you want to do. Okay? So when we approach agricultural drone spraying, the first thing that we do is we map the whole area. So if you have plantation, first we map the whole area. The data, we process the data, and then we analyze the data, and then find out which area you need spray and which area you don't need spray, and what dosage you need to spray with. And after that, we plan. So after we get all this data, we analyze it, and then we plan the flight plan on how we're gonna conduct the spraying. And after that, we execute the mission. After we execute the mission, we have to go back again in maybe 2 weeks or a month to analyze the spray efficacy to make sure that what we're doing is correct. So it's actually a few steps involved to make sure that we are getting the best result. It's just not going in, spray, and then go back. So there's a few steps involved. So every step is important to get the best result for the client. The next one is mapping and LiDAR mapping. this is one of the things that we do a lot as well, right? So one thing about traditional way is right now people are still doing survey traditionally. It's not something that we that will be. I don't think traditional survey, manual survey is something that will be taken over by drones. I don't think that will happen. But when we do aerial mapping, we also involve ground survey as well. So two complement each other. But the challenges with traditional survey is large sites are difficult to get to, mobilization, and then if you have done, I don't know if any of you have done survey before, but if you do ground survey, it's a lot of walking, sweating, carrying. It's not something. It's not a glamorous work. It's a lot of hard work. You sweat a lot. So drones are actually taking over a lot of those manual workload. And next, we have this drone-enabled workflow. So basically, drones equipped with LiDAR, RGB sensors. We have a set of ground controls, RTK, and we are able to process the data very fast and efficiently. And those data, we can do point cloud, photo mosaic, digital elevation model, and things like that. A lot of this, traditionally, you spend a lot of time getting all those data, but with drone, especially with LiDAR right now, you can get this data in a matter of days. I'll say also in Sarawak here, I think 80–90% of the survey that we do all involve LiDAR. Because LiDAR is so much efficient right now. Right? And lastly is the business outcome. Customer will get faster data acquisition. We can repeat the monitoring again and again and again. And also we have better visualization. So a lot of the drone data that will come out, we can generate 3D models very easily. So a lot of people like myself, I don't like to look at 2D plans. So 3D makes it looks much prettier, and so a lot of clients like it. So drones make a big difference in that area. So actually, Sarawak is also already moving towards integrated area intelligence. A lot of drones right now that we sell, especially the enterprise drones, have some sort of built-in AI in it already. They can detect, if you do it for wildlife, you can teach it to detect different kinds of animals. If you're doing for urban, let's say if you want to look for a garbage can, a rubbish bin, you can tell the AI to look for garbage can. So when you drone, you fly over, it will detect, and then it will alert you, detect, it will alert you, things like that. So right now, there's a lot of AI thing actually doing quite a lot of work already. And I foresee in the future, all this programming and all this processing and things like that will be done by AI already. You don't even have to do anything. So the right now the road project LL, I think it's Miri to Marudi to Mulu to Long Lama to Long Lanai, something like that. Those that stretch of road right now, they're actually using a lot of drone to collect the data, especially LiDAR and GIS and also 3D images. Okay. So why companies are adopting drone technology? The main thing is fast and efficient. That's the main biggest thing why people are adopting drones, doing all this kind of work right now. Right. For the past 2 years, I've been attending the what we call low altitude economy. I don't know if you've heard it before, but the past 2–3 years, the Civil Aviation Malaysia, Ministry of Transport, they've been talking a lot about low altitude economy. So basically, low altitude economy is a industrial and commercial economy at the lower airspace, which is driven by drones, eVTOL, and things like that. There's a lot of companies right now, but there are also people, companies flying drones in this low airspace area, and it's getting a bit crowded with the new things like drone logistic and maybe passenger drones coming into the industry. There has to be a guideline on how to monitor this low airspace. So they've been talking about something about the UTM. It's like a UAS traffic management systems and things like that. So hopefully, I've been hearing for 3 years already, and it still haven't happened. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So if a lot of countries like China, and especially Shenzhen, you can see that they're already doing low altitude economy. I don't know if you watch TikTok or Facebook. There's a lot of drones right now flying around, drone delivery and things like that in China. And they are free to use all those technology in the city. The issue, from what I see, is a lot of people ask me why we don't have drone delivery here in Malaysia. Because a lot of people watch the TikTok, watch Facebook, they see China delivering coffee or food to people, and then why we're not doing it here? The question is not about technology. The technology is there. A lot is about regulation and a lot of politics. That's the main key. That's the main difference. One thing because I've been doing this for so many years, one thing that I find is there's always, I don't know, I think politics play a lot in this. Our government always encourages to develop drone technology and things like that. But on the other hand, they make it so difficult for us to fly, to test, to do a lot of these things. So it's very difficult. I hope one day it will change. But right now it's kind of difficult. So Sarawak right now, our premier, they've been talking a lot about the low altitude economy as well, about using drones for drone logistics, smart city application, and agricultural technology and environmental monitoring. Our one good thing about Sarawak here is our premier is very enthusiastic about technology. So hopefully, Sarawak will be a model for drone development here in Malaysia. That's my hope. Next slide. So this one here is also from pilot operated flights to automated remote operation. So like I mentioned before, we see the trend of moving people a lot from manual flights to automated flights. So this is today. So today, when you want to collect data with drone, you have to pack up your drone, charge your battery, go out to site, do a flight plan, and fly the drone manually. The drone will land, you bring the data back to the office, you process the data, in a few days you get the data and analyze the data. That's the traditional way right now, what we're doing today. Okay? But in the past 2-3 years, a lot of corporations are looking into what we call drone in the box or a dock solution. So basically, a dock is a drone in a box. You place it somewhere, and then it's connected to the internet, and you can access. You can fly the drone. You can have it scheduled flight anywhere around the world as long as you have the internet connection with you. So the pilot does not have to go on site all the time to do the monitoring or data collection. Like I mentioned, we've installed quite a few here in Sarawak, mainly in oil and gas utility companies. And then the next one is detect. So a lot of people, when they use a dog system like that, they use it for security, for monitoring, and things like that. It only works. So one thing about companies, their corporation or decision maker, they don't really care how good the technology is. What's important for them is the data that came out. So if you have such a good technology, the data is unusable, you cannot analyze the data, that's a big problem as well. Okay? So a lot of the software that we use right now has AI detection. It will, like for example, the dog, if you use it for security, once it detects something intruder or anything like that, you'll lock onto the intruder, and then it will alert the operator. So it will know how to distinguish between a normal person and someone that is an intruder. Okay? So this is part of the AI thing. And when you're doing telco inspection, right now, when you're doing telco inspection, the person analyzing the data will need to look at the pictures, look at there's any damage or things like that, which take a lot of time. So right now, AI is taking over quite a bit of that load. So it can detect deficiency, damages much faster. So basically, a dog-based operation. Just to quickly let everyone know that don't know about it. It's basically a drone in the box concept. So you, instead of transporting drones to the site, the drone permanently reside at the asset location and become part of the infrastructure itself. This is the project right now we're working with SDEC. We plan to install a few of these dogs on the telco tower. So the aim is to not only, one of the aim is to do inspection on the telco tower, but they also let other companies or government agencies such as Star Energy, maybe the forestry, Sarawak Forestry Department, and maybe the our if there's anything happening there within that location, they have access to this dog as well. Let's say they're not doing inspection right now, but there's flooding in that area, or if the forestry want to detect, look for wildlife, they can deploy this one as well. So it's for multiple use cases. So a big advantage of this is you can have scheduled inspection, emergency assessment, security monitoring. So you don't have to go on site anymore. Current industry challenge. I think this is something that's very important. Number one, of course, we have regulation in airspace. I think the biggest challenge for me right now is this one here, regulation in airspace. Like I mentioned before, the technology is there, but we are limited by what we can do because of regulation. We're not allowed to do this, we're not allowed to do that, we cannot fly this, we cannot fly that, we cannot apply for permit, take a long time. Do you know, to apply for a permit, it takes us at least 1 month to do it, right? So if you have a project that you need to do in 2 months, you have to apply for a permit right now. But the problem is, customer will come to you, they said, I need to do it in 2 weeks. Then you tell the customer, sorry, we cannot do it because applying for a permit take at least 1 month. The customer will tell you, that's not my problem. So what a lot of people do, they just fly without permit. Because you want the business, right? People just fly without permit. This is something I brought up to CM and Ministry of Transport also. I told them, you want people to fly responsibly, apply for permit, you have to make the process much streamlined, much easier. I already talked to them already, but they're not happy with me because I complain a lot. But it's a fact, right? It's a fact. So that's why I said a lot of people don't apply for permit because it takes so long to do it. We have to apply for in Sarawak, and every place is different. Sarawak here, first thing we need to apply for UKPS, which is our premium office. Next, we have to apply for Japan. After Japan, we apply for CAM. Maybe Japan, they said that area needs CGSO. So we have to apply for CGSOs. So there's a lot of departments that we need to apply to. And guess what? All the paperwork that we submit to all these departments are almost the same. So I suggest to our premium office also UKPS team, I said, why don't we just submit one document? We don't have to submit to all these different areas. So there is a good approach also, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, a lot of the drone technology right now is limited by regulation. And of course, we have safety. Safety, everybody knows about safety about drone. We have to fly responsibly. And ROI and adoption. ROI adoption is more on the commercial side. Customer will want to invest 100,000 in the drone. They want to see the return back. So we have to show the client what the return is. Okay? So it's not a lot of people, like I said, they don't really care about how good the technology is. They want to know how good the data is at the end. And also we have data integration. One of the biggest issues we have for ourselves also is we don't have enough storage for all the data that we collected. Yeah. So I think it needs to have something, a big database, data center or something to keep all the data that we have. We have talent shortages as well. Talent shortages is not about having the certification to do the work. From what I can see for my time in this industry, a lot of people can easily get drone certification. You just pay money, go attend a 5 days class, you're certified drone pilot. But the main issue we have here is the skill. Basically work experience. A lot of in the past few years, a lot of people think that I go and get a drone certification, I can go and start getting jobs already. So, but we find out when we start hiring people, a lot of people have this certification, but they don't have the skill to go and do the job. So that is in a gap there also on how to that we have to fix. And of course, we have trust and governance, privacy, cybersecurity, and public acceptance. All the data that we collected, how we're going to use it, how it's going to share, and things like that. So the future drone professional is multidisciplinary, meaning that it's not only about how well we can fly the drone. In actual, you want something, someone that is all-rounded. All-rounded as in yeah. So all-rounded, you want someone who is good with the air laws, it knows all the regulation. And then you need someone who knows how to operate the drone, understand the payload, how the payload works. And it's good to have someone that has geospatial GIS background as well. Yeah. And someone with AI and data experience. Of course, right now we see the drones complementing robotics as well. So someone with the robotics and electronic background would be nice. Domain expertise. So if you your expert is in GIS, agriculture, all this kind of thing, business and communication. These are what we see as if you want to be. It's no longer just how good you can fly a drone. All this one plays a big part in the entire picture. Thanks. So what universities and researchers can contribute? Right now, I think one of the main things is research on AI. A lot of companies have approached us to do testing on the software for AI drone detection. So they want to detect people holding a knife. They want to detect intruders and things like that. So university can play a part in doing the research for this. One thing, like the UTS, which is the US traffic management, this is something that university can play a part also. I think this is quite a complicated topic because it involves a lot of policies, politics, and things like that. So if university researchers can come up with a collaborate with the CNM and local government on doing this traffic management, that would be a good thing because in the air you don't have traffic light, so there's no way to control. So if you have a good UTM, it will be good. Researcher can also, university can also help with innovation to build prototypes, develop new payloads, algorithm, and digital twin. Energy is one of the big things as well. A lot of people want the drone to fly as long as they can. Right? So battery technology is something that it needs to be researched on as well. Field validation. So like I mentioned, if we collect data, the data needs to be validated, right? So researchers, university can help with those as well, to make sure the data collected is useful and workable. And also talents on intensive industry projects and startup pathway and things like that. For ourselves, we work closely with some colleges, university to provide internship for their students as well. So right now, the future trend for me, from what I see, is a lot of drones will be AI native. So AI will control a lot of the drones function. And autonomy, drones will have full autonomy in the future, I believe. So you just basically tell the drone what to do, and they will plan everything themselves. And BB loss and UTM. So one of the biggest thing we have right now challenge is fly the drone beyond visual line of sight. We are not allowed to by law, but I think in the future, if you want to cover like rural logistics and things like that, the drone has to fly beyond visual line of sight. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have communication. It's just that the pilot won't be able to see the drone anymore. Yeah? So there should be, I think it will move beyond that. So next one is smart sensing, different payloads for different application. There's a lot of payloads right now in the market, but they're not one that is really like perfect for each application. There's always some flaws. So I believe in the future there will be a lot of smart sensing technology coming out. Of course, the drone in the box that we talked about, dock. I believe this one will be adopted a lot in the future. Companies, instead of having pilots, they'll just install the dock in their company, in the compound. Robotic convergence, drone. Right now it's happening with ground robots. You know, like the dock, the dock. So drones next time will communicate with the dock, and they provide it work as one system. So one from the air, one from the ground, they communicate with each other. Digital twin is something very, very big as well. A lot of companies right now are starting to adopt digital twin, which helps a lot. Actually, in China, we had a meeting about 3-4 years ago with DJI Enterprise in China. Actually, in China, all their power lines, the grid lines are all digitalized already. So they can click anywhere in the in the map, and they can see the digitized twin of that tower or the substation and things like that. So this is something that Sarawak is moving towards as well. And of course, low altitude economy. Once we manage to fix the low altitude economy, we will start seeing drone delivery. We will start to see more inspection, public services, and things like that. And so I think this one is the future trends of drones, probably in Sarawak. Next. So what opportunity is heading? Of course, data, how you control the data, and how is it captured, how is it stored. I think that's an opportunity there. Number two, of course, is AI. Everybody is talking about AI. If you can develop something that's useful, to automate everything from start to finish, that would be the best. Of course, automation as well. You don't need any pilot at all. Everything is automated. Integration, so integration with everything around you. So drone will be integrated as well. Talent building. To do all this, we need a team. We need to build a team, talents, to make sure all this thing happens. Now, of course, we have to have trust in what we do. Recently, not recently, but it's starting to get people right now. People are getting. Last time, maybe 3-4 years ago, you see a drone fly by, you don't really care about it, like, oh, it's a drone. Right now, people when they see a drone fly by, oh, it's a drone spying on me. Right. The perception of drone is different, really. You fly if you're at an apartment, you see a drone fly. Oh yeah, the drone. But nowadays, people say, oh, the drone is spying. Things like that. So the perception of drone is very different. So that's where trust comes in. Okay? And so I think the big shift for drone technology here, right now, the future is not about flying anymore. The future is not about drones anymore. I think as a past, right? Drone is basically a camera in the air. That's what people think about it. Drones, camera in the air. So everything is manual. Everything is a one-off project. It is led by hardware. The value is in the hardware. Right now, present drone now can have sensors. Right? Value now is in the sensor. If you look at DJI, if you know this company DJI, they don't really sell the drones. They actually market the sensors. Drone is just a thing to carry the camera. Because people don't really look at, because right now when people buy the drone, they look at how good the camera is. Right? They don't really look at how good the drone is. Drone right now technology is so good now. So right now, currently sensors is what is creating value. The workflows, of course, and it's led by data. Okay? How good your sensor can collect the data. I think in the future is AI autonomy, connected ecosystem, and then the value from that is the outcome. People don't really care what drone you're using, what payload you're using. They don't really care anymore. What they want to see is the outcome. I think that's what the future will start shifting from manual, from hardware to guide the data and to the outcome for the drone technology. That's about it, right? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. I hope you don't find it boring. I hope you find it insightful, but if you have any questions, just let me know. Right. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Alvin, for a very complete presentation. That is really an ecosystem for a drone. Do you agree with me, audience? Yes. Thank you very much. And I would like to open like 5 minutes for question and answers before we take a break. Yeah. Any first question? Yeah.
Hi, Ms. Sarah, thank you for the presentation. I think it's eye-opening. Joe, I'm wondering just now when you mentioned the getting the license, right? After you get the license, how long will the license last? Or is only for that particular day?
Okay. There's a lot of misinformation about drone pilot license in Malaysia. There's no such thing as drone pilot license in Malaysia. There's only drone pilot certification. So if a company or academy offer you, we have drone license, which is not true. There's no drone license in Malaysia. It's only drone certification. So to take that certification, which is the most popular one, is the one by Civil Aviation Authority in Malaysia, which is RCOCB. It's the Remote Pilot Competency Program. So it's a 5 days program. You have to pay 5,000, 4 to 6,000 ringgit to attend that. After you finish it, you get certified as the drone pilot. After that, you use the certificate to apply for the permit. So the permit is very different as well. Like I said, you have to go through different authorities, right? So the one of them you have to go through is Japan. Japan is you need to apply for the period that you want to fly. Let's say you want to fly from August 1st to August 31st, right? You have to apply for the whole period. Every day of that day, you have to apply and you have to pay 50 ringgit for it. 50 ringgit per day. So it's 30 days and it's 15, and that one is for Japan. After you apply, Japan is good, you apply for CAN. CAN is 250 ringgit per permit. That permit will cover 3 months. But your Japan has to be within that period. You cannot say that, CAN, I got 3 months, I can just fly within that 3 months anytime. Don't need to do that also. You need to have Japan permit. So that's so your question is how long will it last, is it?
Yeah, so there's no certificate, no specific answer.
No, so the certificate will expire in 5 years. So right now this year is the first time the first pilot certificate getting renewed, but CAM still have no news on how they're going to do it. For the flight permit, you apply from the how many days you apply. Things like that. So it's not really an expiry date, but it's how long you apply the permit for.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Do we have one question from here?
Okay, hi, Mr. Alvin.
Hi.
I want to know what are the main challenges in balancing the image quality, coverage area, and operational efficiency in UAV exploitation monitoring. Also, I see the slides that I just want to know how long does it take for the mapping to execute, because you mentioned that the verify will take 2 weeks after the execute, right? So can you do it for 1 day from the mapping to execute? So what if the weather conditions does not allow for drone to fly?
Yeah, there's a lot of these thank you for the question. I think the first thing of I think the first question is how to balance quality.
Yes.
Yeah. So when we do a project, we always ask the client what kind of image quality that we want. Yeah, some of the clients they just want to see the overall view. Some they want to have very, very clear images. So we will decide from there how what camera we're going to use and how high we're going to fly the drone. So if you fly the drone low, you can get clearer images. If you fly the drone high, you get less clear images. But if you fly too low, you take too long to cover the area. So it all depends on how big your area is and how much time you have. So we always try to maximize balance flow. We find the medium height they want to fly to get the best quality that we can get. So it's hard to do balance. It depends on what the client wants. But I can say that it will reach a point in size. Let's say if you're mapping 10,000 hectares, right? It makes no sense to use drone anymore. If it goes like 10,000 hectares or maybe 10,000 hectares and up, we use manned aircraft really to do it, because 10,000 hectares, let's say in interior Sarawak, it probably take me 2 months to do it. With a manned aircraft, I can do it in 2 days. So we also do both. So we're not saying that drones can do everything. No, up to a certain point, the value is not there anymore. The return, so it's much cheaper, much more economical to go with a manned aircraft. Okay? And your other question is about the processing, right? Okay. So of course, every time we go fly, we always have to look at the weather. Sometimes it rains, sometimes we cannot fly, so cloudy and things like that. The issue with processing is getting the data to site, from site to the office to get it processed. I worked on a JKR project last time doing interior roads. I was outside for about 1 month last time. Out in the site, rural area, in the jungle and things like that. We had no access to the internet then. We collect the data, collect. I was in Metalun. I don't know anyone been to Metalun. Metalun is very interior, close to the Kalimantan border already. So we stayed at the Banana Longhouse. We had no internet access. We were there for 3 weeks. We collect all the data, and then we drive back to Miri, and then we upload all the data to our office here to do the processing. So we have this gap there on getting the data to the office. We have this issue there, which can delay the processing. And then processing time also, it depends how much data you have. It also depends on how powerful your computer is. The computer we run at our computer is all about how much money you can spend on it. The more money you can spend, the faster it is. I always tell customer always tell me about spec. You don't tell me about the spec, you tell me how much money you have. So it's all about money. So our computer is about 20,000 plus computer to run that kind of data. Even that computer is not enough. We have multiple computers running it. So if the data is very big, it will take a long time to process. Processing is it's only one part of data. After processing, we have to do post-processing, which is manually doing the cleaning, doing the classification, all this kind of thing. That's when the skills come in. We need our staff to look at the data. They will start to do the cleaning. They have to identify, classify, where's the culvert, things like that. That one takes skills and experience. So that one plays a part in how fast the process is done by us. So I think we all place. I hope that answers your question.
That's thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I think I will let 1 or 2 more questions. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Shah. My question is about the sensor. You mentioned like only working with RGB sensor, or you working with multispectral or hyperspectral sensors as well as your drone. So,
So we work with multiple sensors. The most common one is RGB, okay? And the next one is LiDAR. And we also do multispectral, mainly for plantation. So those are the three sensors that we use most often. Hyperspectral, not really, because we don't have the right now a lot of companies in not talking about like university researchers. A lot of the private corporations, they do not know how to process hyperspectral because it's so complicated. So we don't really touch hyperspectral unless we work with university, government agencies, and so that they have the expert to process and analyze hyperspectral. But a lot of the one that we do are multispectral. So multispectral is only like 4 bands. So that one is much easier for us to analyze. One thing about like RGB and LiDAR is okay. We have been doing it for many years already. One thing about multispectral, a lot of the industry perception is, oh, I buy a multispectral drone, I'll fly, and then the data will tell me what which plant is healthy and which plant is not healthy, which is not true. A lot of people think like that, or other vendors, drone vendors, they'll tell the customer, oh, you buy this drone, you fly, and then the data will come out and it'll tell you your plant is healthy or not. So which is not true. So we work Ruben here is the multispectral expert. So we work with companies like oil pump companies. We go into we go there for like 4 or 5 days. We actually do an actual proof of concept workshop and collaboration with those oil pump companies. So what we do is, of course, we fly the drone. Then we have to do a lot of ground truthing. We have to go to the plantation, we take the specimen, and then the specimen we bring it to the lab will analyze it, and then the data that come up from the lab, we correlate with the drone data, and then we adjust the index to make sure that the data matches what we see actually on the field. So it's actually a whole process on what to do, and every crops are different. Oil palm, durian, berry, all are different. So it actually takes quite a bit of it's quite time consuming to get all those data. But yeah, it's not as straightforward as a lot of people think with multi-spectral. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, one final question. Okay, from Sister Hano.
I'm Zelly. So I'm Hanilani from UPM. So my question is, as drone technology becomes more advanced, what skills should students and researchers focus on developing to stay relevant in the future workforce?
Yeah, I think my slide mentioned some of it. I think one, everybody is looking at AI right now. How to use drone data to do live analysis. I think that's one of the things right now, the key thing that a lot of companies approach me. Example, the oil palm industry. They said that you have something that you can just fly, and they just check immediately and tell me what's wrong. If you can develop something like that, right? Oh, I think you'll be very rich. A lot of people will buy from you. It's a lot of customers right now, they want instant data, they want instant result. I think that's one key areas. I think the future will happen. You just fly your drone and then everything will tell you come out already. Everything will be analyzed by AI, and the results come out immediately. And that's what ultimately a lot of companies want. So I think that area is one area that can be researched on. I think another one is the data, how the sensors also. A lot of sensors right now use CPI sensors, but some sensors, I think we need, if someone can develop a more powerful sensors, they can do specific things that will be a big advantage. One of the things that I think the company approaches is they want to scan underwater reefs and things like that using drones. Right now we cannot do it, but if you can develop a sensor that can do specific things like that, that would be a big use. And talking about AI also detection, we have done a few POC with SSC, Star Forestry Corporation. We use our drone to detect orangutan. A lot of people think that, oh, okay, I just fly the drone. I just put the infrared camera, thermal camera on the drone, and I just fly it, and then you tell me where orangutan are. It's not that straightforward. Like me and Ruben were there 2 nights, trying to detect orangutan at night. Even with our our thermal drones, cameras, which are very powerful, we still have a very difficult time detecting the orangutan. The main reason is the sensor, though it's good, it's not very sharp enough, not smart enough. So we spend a lot of time stopping the drone, zooming in, really look at what is happening. But we found orangutan, but it's not as difficult, it's challenging. So if something in that space that can be improved, so AI, data, or sensors, I think this will help a lot in the industry.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alvin. Thank you very much, participants, for your very active participation. Why don't we give a round of applause to our children? Okay, so I would like to pass this mic to Dr. Fardiana. Thank you, Dr. Hasma, for chairing the keynote session. We also extend our sincere appreciation to Mr. Alvin Chai for his insightful keynote presentation. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Janani to the front and also Mr. Alvin Chai for a token of appreciation. That was so much. Now, I would like to invite everyone to stay in your own seat, so we can take a photo from this side, and then we gather.
One, two, three. This side.
Okay. Now, everyone would like to invite everyone to gather in front.